Welcome back to the School Practice Available Commentary Series. This is episode number 17 and the third out of the final 9 episode saga that I'm recording on particular recording days, like out of order and stuff. But by publish date order, they'll be in order. It's just the recording date order is out of order. Anyways, I just got a text message from one of my friends who I think I can get up to record the next episode of the Developers Commentary Series if he's willing to do so. But for today's episode, we're gonna cover the school issues video. Now, right after we finish our Halloween special, our teacher has taken notice to some school issues that is basically have become a habit within our school primarily. I think this also happens in other school systems as well. You be the judge of that, guys. If you've noticed these problems in your school, feel free to tell me, because it will tell me that I'm not alone and that you're not alone either, because we all have, basically experienced this. But I think our teacher listed up 4 issues. I don't remember what the fourth one was, but this time we were assigned in groups of 5 people. 5 students working as a group together to be able to cover, the topic and be able to describe what the issue is and what lesson that we should take out of this. The 3 school issues were swearing. I mean, that's basically like, I wouldn't say that's like a big major issue, but there was still like those minors that like weren't swearing even before they turn the legal of age, which to some people's eyes can become a problem, but to our eyes it's not a fucking problem after all. I mean, I'm 20 years old now, so I can swear whatever the fuck I want. But it's kind of a minor issue when it comes to minors swearing. The second one was peer pressure, which Lane Hilker's group took and decided to do a skit on detention. And then the third one was of congestion in the hallways. Basically, the congestion in the hallways is basically of students just cluttering up the hallways, just filling it up, and like it's caused like a rampage in a way, because you got this massive amounts of students that's just blocking the hallways, and for one person it can become a problem when they try to get to the next classroom, or if they're trying to find a specific room, dealing with all the bumping and banging from the students here. This is what our group have decided to do. We decided to do congestion in the hallways because it could be, fellow like thing to do. And I forgot to tell you guys this. ABS News. The first report was with Brady's group, doing it on jaywalking, to be able to also include their scenes of someone getting hit by a car, which was Brady getting hit by a car by Kane's car, nonetheless. This was an opportunity for ABS News to be able to do another report. This is the second report that we did, keeping Brady and Caden as the central characters, and then having me, Liam, and Peyton be part of the technical crew. Whereas in this video, I was entirely the cameraman. So yeah. This was another video where I don't appear in this video like at all in any of the footage. So yeah. This was basically our report about congestion in the hallways, and we actually did get some good interviews with a few of the teachers and some students scattered around the hallways to get their opinions on the matter and what we should do to help eliminate it. So I'm not gonna show you my edit because like it's kind of subpar. I mean, I like the way that I did edit it, but it's kind of subpar as compared to what some of the other people did. So yeah. Anyways, what I am gonna show you is a different person that edited, and I'm gonna look up. You're gonna see this again, the main menu, the YouTube screen. But my friend Caden Almaz, yes, his channel was named this because this is actually his name. Caden Almaz has actually uploaded a version of his congestion in the hallways video, school issues video on his channel. So let's take a look at that, shall we? Oh wait, I labeled the congestion as a second report, but no, this is actually like the third report, because technically the second report was Brady Willis reporting on someone's once getting annihilated, which was in this video, which was basically the Mises video that Lee and Caden invaded Brady, Sam's, and Sean's space of where they were gonna film their no video. So, yeah. some earwave is gonna happen here, so I'm gonna lower the volume down so you don't get as heavily earwaved.
Brady Willis, I have a question for you! What? I have measles!
Give me this. You don't know what you're doing. This is Brady Willis with ABS News, all right? We have a live story right now. Follow me. Now come this way. Follow me.
Repeating footage.
Now come this way. Follow me. Follow me.
Kimberly High School, one of the Fox Valley area's greatest schools, has a major problem. Congestion in the hallways after each class.
You see what I'm talking about?
Chaos occurs as students scramble to reach their classrooms.
Yep, so basically we had to get several tons of B-roll footage of showing students just scattering through the hallways, trying to get to their classrooms. That would take place before and after our class take place. Because usually during class, the hallways don't really get congested as much because basically every student is supposed to be in their, every student that has a class in this period is supposed to be in a classroom, so don't expect like much students to be out in the hallways that much during class time. So yeah, and they even got some funny B-roll footage, and by funny I mean like I also turned the camera on when I was not supposed to, just for the funnies. Okay, again, just for the funnies. But however, it turned into some sort of B-roll footage that was kind of useful. So yeah, can you really blame me? I mean, you can, but can you really blame me for getting extra footage that wasn't intended, but we did get? Well, you should thank me later, guys.
Liam, what are you doing? Peyton, let's go. Okay.
Chaos, come on! Chaos! Chaos! Look at this chaos!
Keep witnessing chaos.
Chaos in the hallways. There's no room to move.
Well, right here there was a gym class or fire class that was about to go to like the weight rooms. And we just noticed that since they're out in the hallways, we had to rush over there to get it, including having to carry the camera on the tripod nonetheless, which was sort of a pain to do because, you know, the legs are out and we didn't have any time to try to close the legs to make it easier on us, so we had to make do with what we got. And because we placed the camera down in a watchful manner, it isn't leveled at all. It looks crooked again, so yeah.
They're all herding in like cattle. There's Jack Breeze. He's now there's room.
Yeah, there's room
Yes.
now, but
We found a few willing participants to get interviewed on our quest of congestion.
yeah. So this guy, apparently named Brett, Brady just noticed him and he decided to approach him, and because he wanted to ask him to see what his opinion was, but Brett actually had to go do something in the student services council office right there. So yeah. Upon doing that, like Brady had to get a quick answer from him, at least a quick answer, to try to get his opinion on it, so that it could be useful, which it kind of was.
Brett, how do you feel about chaos in the hallways? Brett,
It's overwhelming.
it's overwhelming. Okay.
Thank you.
Take that back.
Liam just had the tripod with him. Yeah, actually for the shot, I actually held the camera myself rather than on the tripod, thankfully, so it could make it easier to get, you know, in the event to try to be able to get the footage that we need, which was definitely easy, and Liam just had to give it the tripod. Anyways, now we head on to the interviews with a few of our teachers here, such as Mr. Young. Actually, you finally know his name because we say it here, as he's basically here most of the time during the school day.
Mr. Young, how do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways after every block?
There's a lot of it. It's thick with students. Sometimes it's hard to navigate, hard to move through the sea of people.
Yeah, and also in part of my like funny B-roll footage right here, it just basically has Liam and Caden like walking towards where we were gonna shoot next, and then basically like because of that, Caden put like the text in his video. What are we doing? Cause you know you don't have a good idea on what they're doing.
It gets pretty crowded. It actually seems.
Yeah, and then we have a social studies teacher here who was nearby, and yeah.
To be a little dangerous with how many kids are in the hallways right now.
And thankfully, we approached me and Lane's history teacher right here, because apparently our history teacher also had Brady as a student before, and she kind of adores him. Well, I wouldn't say that, but she does definitely like him as a student. So we were able to get her permission to be interviewed about her opinions on congestion in the hallways.
It drives me nuts. People are so slow, and they walk in a clump of people, and you have to try to weasel your way around them, and they don't move. And then when you ask them to move politely, they stare at you like a bunch of cows going, "You want me to move? I'm standing here." And it makes me angry because I'm a fast walker, and these people are slow, and they need to get moving.
All right, and do you have any solutions or ideas on how to decongest these hallways?
Seems to me the only thing we could do is widen the hallways or shrink the students. There's just too many of them. So aside from those two approaches, I'm not sure what else we could do.
Walkways in the hallways. People going this way, walk here. People walking that way. I should be allowed to just break up whatever clump I find. And people should have to keep moving at all times, not just stand there in the middle of the hallway.
We could have fewer students, and that would help. I'd like the idea of getting rid of our lockers, since nobody uses them anyway. We can widen our hallways a little bit that way. Maybe take some of them, convert them into seating areas. We could have a little bench there.
Yeah, they do actually have some good points. So with our history teacher mentioning walkways, that would definitely be a key factor into determining how people should walk well, and what lane should they be in. And also, and another social studies teacher there. It's basically saying that we could have fewer students, because I think at the time that we were working on this project, there was definitely a record set for the maximum, well, not maximum, but the highest number of students that was attending the school, which I would say is about 1,600, by the way. And with the excessive amount of students, that's also another reason why our district's high school wasn't originally at this building. There was a different building that the high school was taking place at, but because there was a big number of students there, and the fact that it was already a congestion problem there, they had to make plans to construct a new building such as this one, so the high school can actually be able to take place there, and that the former building would be able to take place for the middle school students. So yeah. And also with the fact that the lockers, not many people really use lockers. I was actually one of the people that did use them, but it was only because I could put away my coat. Because during the winter time, you don't want to carry a coat around with you everywhere. So I basically use it as a space just to primarily put my jacket and hat away, which is reasonable. But not many of the students. But not many students should be able to. It's optional for you guys to be able to use the lockers or not, but if people are not using the lockers, and I think the goal here would be to be to cut away at least half of the lockers, so that you can determine which students can sign up to use the lockers and which students doesn't want a locker. So I think that system could be good. And upon the suggestion of benches, if you get rid of some of the lockers, you can actually use the space to be able to use benches so people can actually sit down on them. And this is basically what we tried out here with Kaden and Liam, just basically testing it out with Brady reporting.
Okay, I'm here in a spot which could just as perfectly be used for a bench as it is for a random doorway that causes nothing but congestion. Are you referring, when you say seating areas, to those people that randomly stop in the hallway and chatter?
Yeah, we call them freshmen. They like to just stop in the middle of the hallways, or by bubblers, at the top of stairwells, things like that.
And are these freshmen a reoccurring event?
Yeah, they seem to come around every year. It's amazing how that works out around here.
Yeah, I apologize to any freshmen that has to be offended by this. But, when you got new students coming in, normally if they don't know their way around, or if they seem to be the problem here, you could consider them to be the fault of congestion in the hallways. I'm basically being a hypocrite right here, because all of us used to be freshmen at some point. But I think what this teacher's trying to say is that maybe this high school system would be better with 3 grades of students rather than 4, with it just being sophomores, juniors, and seniors. That's basically our entire advanced video production class, because video production is open to anybody, and for those that graduate from that, it will transfer over to advanced video production if you decide to sign up for that, which is for sophomores, juniors, and seniors only, because of the fact that the minimum level to attend a video production class would be freshmen. Thank God I was a junior doing this time, and I was a sophomore in the intro to video production class. So maybe like the idea here was that maybe the freshmen should stay in the middle school more so that they don't have to feel as bad when they transfer over to the high school. I don't know. I think that's what I'm getting out here. But yeah, this teacher says that freshman is a problem in this school, and that like maybe we should eliminate the grade.
To the camera left.
Some beautiful footage here.
Congestion.
And then Kate was in the shot. He knows it, and he zoomed in on it because he was in the shot. So he had to get
So
out.
much chaos in this school. I'm Brady Willis with ABS News.
Yep, ABS News. This was confirmed that this was indeed an ABS News report, the third report that, at least the third report of any kind that we did. Now we have a next skit happen here in terms of a scenario on what would happen if a person has to be blocked by congestion in the hallways, or at least on the stairs.
If you watch me, imagine I am a normal student, so to speak, at this Kimberly High School, and I'm trying to get to my class, and these kids here are speaking in the hallway. I can't get past. It's ridiculous, and this congestion is such a rampant problem in this school. The congestion is rampant.
I like this fact. I like this fact that the other students here, such as Peyton, Liam, and Caden, were just pretending to talk, and then like they enclosed Brady within the wall, whilst I had to get out of it so I wouldn't be able to get trapped with them. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Yeah.
As you can clearly see, these corners in these hallways are very dangerous, giving no room to look around, which might cause accidents like this one. How do you feel? How do you feel about that interaction, sir?
It hurt.
It hurts.
You heard it here first, folks. It hurts.
Keep those words in mind. It hurt. It'll apply later on in this video. And unfortunately, like in my edit, I use this skit, this like scenario right here during the middle of our history teacher's opinions in doing her interview, when I should have just like used like the commentary that Brady just did about like these corners being a very dangerous place where it might cause accidents such as this one. I use this like scenario in like a wrong way, as I would say. You will know what I'm talking about when you watch my edit, but yeah. Anyways, carrying on. Right at this time, a history class was taking about a 2 or 3 minute break, being able to use the bathrooms and being able to fill up the water bottles right here. This when we saw this after we did our interview with our history teacher, we used this as a public opportunity to interview some of the students here to see what their opinions on congestion in the hallways was about. So yeah. And it was funny to be able to see that this class actually had a couple of my friends right there, so that was cool. I'm surprised that none of them noticed me, or maybe they did. I just tried to express to them that I can't talk because an interview was happening. So yeah, like in the footage you don't see them noticing me, but I think they did notice me at some point. It's just that I couldn't. It's just I expressed to them that I couldn't talk because we were busy like trying to film these scenes for our videos, so yeah.
Wouldn't you like to participate in an interview? How do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways after each block?
Standing in the middle.
I don't really notice any chaos.
You don't
Moving
notice
around.
the masses of people walking to their classes?
Oh, it's really annoying when someone like stands in the middle and then like I'm walking and then like I have to move around them and they're just like standing there.
Do you have any ideas on how to fix this problem?
Make everyone know which side to walk on.
Sir,
Oh right, I forgot. This was also one of the other things that we used in our advanced reduction class. Was me saying that we got access to more equipment. This was one of the professional microphones that we did use. So thankfully, we were able to use that to be able to do some news reporting and stuff like that. So yeah.
how do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways?
I don't know, it's annoying.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry for that crap, everyone. There was a bug that's like flying around, and I was trying to kill it. But, anyways, we come up with this next skit here, this next scenario where by the stairs here, by the stairs here, you're probably gonna hear more clapping because this bug is not dead yet. God damn it. Anyways, this next skit here, we have Brady reporting on the downstairs of the hallways, saying that if the stairs was blocked, right over here.
This hallway right here and staircase is another instance of a terrible congestion problem. For instance, if this route was blocked,
right here,
then these poor students would have nowhere to go but this dark corner over here, where if there was a fire, they could get trapped and burned.
Possibly.
Okay.
And I have no idea what Liam was doing there. I was kind of ridiculed when I was filming the shot that he fell down for no reason apparently, but it was kind of useful for some videos I've done, like later videos, like after advanced video production. And then the next interviews we got with a couple of guidance counselors in their offices. So it's like to try to get their opinions on what they think the congestion in the hallways is like.
Students need to be aware of the people around them and watch where they're going too. That helps. And the congestion in the hallways over here in the doorways, the students need to know which door to go through at the right time. I think you go through the right and exit through the left, and you'll be okay, and that will help congestion in the hallways.
I feel that there's a lot of congestion in the hallway, yes, but I think a point was brought up that if students would not have their faces down in their phones, they might be aware of where they're walking and where they're looking, and that might also help with students maybe not bumping into one another.
Actually, this lady here actually has a very good point. I mean, while electronics may be a good thing to have, it's more of like they're kind of a necessity to be able to have. I don't exactly know what necessity means, so if you know what necessity means, please tell me. I don't want to be able to look it up myself until like after this coin's done. But yeah, like, you know, they're not a priority here. Your priority is that when you're walking, you gotta pay attention to where you're going. So if you don't, you're gonna knock into one another, or you possibly could end up in an environment that you're not supposed to be at in the first place. So, you know, at this point, then it's better if you know where you're walking and you put down your device like in your pocket or something, so that you will better know on where you're going.
Several interviews and one sweatshirt change later. This story is
several interviews and one sweatshirt change later. Now, actually, for this final scene, though, I actually wasn't the camera behind this. It was Caden, because at this point, the bell was gonna ring to indicate that the first period is over, so that we could give us 10 minutes to get to our next period. And unfortunately, I did have a class that I had to go to after this advanced video production class in this semester. So unfortunately, I couldn't have the free time to be able to. I couldn't have the free time to be the cameraman to be able to record Brady going around like getting footage and reporting on the congestion in the hallways. As much as I would like to, my class is basically the priority I got over this, apparently, so thankfully Kaden was there to be able to do so because, well, Kaden was basically homeschooled. He just basically had this class taking place because he was interested and he wanted to be able to work on videos more often, so other than this class, Kaden is pretty much homeschooled, so it was no problem for him.
It's finally wrapping up. We are right now 1 minute away from passing period. I am scared. Here it is, folks.
You actually might call that 1 second, and that's actually how the bell rang. You might think it was something else or a generic bell sound effect, but no, the bell actually rang like that. Just like a normal beep.
This is dangerous. We'll never know if this problem will be solved. Okay? It's a lot of people in these hallways. A lot of stories. A lot of different people. A lot of chaos.
Chaos!
I'm Brady Willis with ABS News. Follow me. We have the live scoop.
Live scoop.
Follow me. Excuse me. Pardon me. News crew coming through. Excuse me. News crew coming through. Excuse me. Live top story. This is important. A lot more important than you. Let's go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Chaos. Jack, how do you feel about the chaos in the hallways?
Chaos, dude. Chaos blows. I hate the hallways, Brady. I hate the hallways.
Thank you. I think I'm getting drifted away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not fun. Ladies and gentlemen, help me. Help me. Help me. Help.
Help. He's being drifted away, even though he was walking by himself. He was controlling his walking himself. And also along with that, then, because of the amount of unused footage of unwanted footage that I got. It eventually inspired Caden to be able to make a spoof video to just with all of the awkward and weird and like blooperous moments that that I basically filmed because I came on a lot. So it inspired Caden to be able to make a spoof video here, which I am actually gonna show you right here. If you want more into detail, I'll be able to cover the details of this right after we go over this. Right after we watch this video right here.
What?
Yeah, if you actually have congestion, that's pretty much how you sound like. If you're like sick or whatnot, if you're actually congested, that's how you sound like.
Okay, yeah, we'll go over to this corner over here, and I want an establishing introduction. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, set up the tripod. Set up the tripod right here. Put it in.
Oh, you actually get to see me in here, but you didn't see me as a cameraman in like the actual video, but you actually get to see me. We were having trouble trying to be able to level this up and trying to be able to capture footage of people walking to serve as congestion. So yeah, that might have been my fault. I'm not sure, but yeah, but I was sorry for not getting the footage that Brady wanted apparently, cause yeah.
Oh my God, what have you done? Hang on.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I even said that, but Brady showed me that's fine. Fine. And just a reference to the 45-minute video that Ray and Caden did when they interrupted Brady's shooting. Kay and Brady having a conversation here.
Brady Willis, I have a question for you.
What's your question, sir?
I have measles.
Is that a question, sir?
Yeah, that's actually not a question. Saying I have measles is not a question at all, and that's what Sean was trying to prove to Lane is that like if you have a question for them, ask a question. Why doesn't say I have measles?
Well, Mr. Chance, just breathing. Chaos! Come on, hurry! Chaos in the hallways.
And of course that's awkward because we got them at a very late moment.
It's
yeah, Liam says we have to level this because it looked quick and it looked off balance.
Is it still recording? If it is, stop it. Yeah, stop it. Take that back.
Yeah, Liam with the tripod.
We have a Kevin Spacey here. Is it level?
There's one thing I know about. That's chaos.
That's chaos.
If there's one of them, there's at least 30 others. At least.
Like an ant. All right, let's go interview Mr. Young.
Actually, a fun fact I want to be to tell you, I actually showed this video to some of my fellow voice actor friends because, we like to watch videos from time to time. We don't do that as much now because, the other content creators getting more popular and they don't have as much time to be able to commit to, hanging out with me and stuff like that, which I understand. But back then, I showed them this video, and because of the amount of times that we said chaos in here, before Deltarune became a thing, when you look at the date here, November 29, 2017, Deltarune came out on October 31st, 2018. We look back at this in 2019, I believe I showed them this. The amount of times I said chaos, it brought Rev Trocity to bring us into Jevo because, people praise him to be the voice of Jevo. People want him to be the official voice of Jevo, and believe me, so do I. Yeah. Because Jevo is now part of Rev, the amount of times we said chaos in here, it brought us into Jevo by saying, someone say chaos? So yeah, because Jevo's all about chaos, and ironically, we even brought out chaos even before Deltarune became a thing, even before Jevo became a thing. So yeah. So yeah, you're welcome, Rev, for bringing chaos towards you before Deltarune was officially a thing.
I hope it's not recording, Spencer. Shouldn't be.
Joke's on you, Brady. I actually was recording.
I'm just clear. Oh, okay. We'll go around. See, chaos traffic jams.
Chaos traffic jam. With the tables in the way, apparently.
Do you mind? Are you ready? Are you okay, or do you need a moment? Okay.
It shows us about to prepare our interview with Mr. Young King.
Legs up. Your technical crew. I'm the star of the show here.
That is true. Brady is a star reporter of ABS News, so you're all right, Brady.
You ready? Okay, I'm Brady Willis here with... How do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways after every block?
There's
and he even included this because the amounts of awkward like and that happens like in between of the interview. Yeah. You might include my part of the but because I do this a lot apparently, but yeah, the amount of and it definitely made the interview to be a lot more awkward than it should have.
yeah. So
you heard it here first, folks.
And what also says teachers here, it has turned even more awkward.
That's about all I got.
People that randomly stop in the hallway and chatter.
Yeah, we call them bubblers. Freshmen.
you call the people that chatter bubblers, but freshmen, apparently.
Stairwells, things like that.
Stairwells, things like that. Really.
Shmen, a reoccurring event.
My God, what was that etiquette? And you put Brady's freshman to Ashman, or something like that.
Yeah, they seem to come around every year.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
I'm speaking quietly because we don't want them to hear us. Here's the problem right here. Look at them walking. Do you see the congestion? Do the camera left. Congestion.
And so
much chaos in this school. I'm Brady Willis with ABS News.
And then showed us about to prepare to do this skit right here.
Alright, you ready? You gonna get shot?
Wait, you get shot? Oh, wow.
Alright, I'm Brady Willis here.
Look at them.
But hey, if you watch me, imagine I am these kids. I can't get past.
And here comes Brady's rapping.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And this congestion is rampant.
Brady Willis with ABS News. You ain't got a clue, son, what I gotta lose.
It's ridiculous.
You don't even know what I'm gonna spit at you because you gotta lose.
You heard it here first, folks.
that was great.
Good. I like that.
Yeah, that was a great rap, Brady. Thank you for that.
Thanks for stepping right into the B-roll footage, Liam. Jesus.
You're still in it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, Liam just kind of ruined the B-roll footage, but now just label himself as Congestion, so I guess that was neat, but we didn't use that, of course. And here comes the infamous Super Mario Bros. Theme that Kane decided to place into this final part of the video right here.
How do you feel about that interaction, sir?
It hurt.
You heard it here first, folks. It hurts. Okay. Bench, a random doorway. I'm Brady Willis, ABS News. For instance, if there was a fire, they could burn.
They could burn.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. And then the final 20 seconds is actually a black screen, so I'm gonna cut it there. So yeah, that was Kaden's Hallway Chaos Spoot for you. I wish he could make more videos, but he's in college at the moment, and like he doesn't have as much time to work on videos as he wants, so I really wish that he could be able to work on more videos again. I really wish I could hang out with him in general, because, you know, he is a great guy and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyways, that was Kaden's version of showing the congestion in the hallways. And then the spoot video, because I got so much footage, which I am actually going to show you right now. I got a lot of footage, so this episode is going to be a long while. It's most likely going to be over an hour for sure. So, on day 1 of filming, we began our shots right here. And there's Westcott. He was a good friend of mine. He was actually in the same video production class that I took part in, but for some reason he didn't sign up for advanced video production. I guess it wasn't suitable for him, but yeah, there's Westcott here.
I'm getting Westcott.
That was just trying to get to class, and he's just doing a couple of peace signs towards us. You can label him as Congestion, because we were focusing on him. Liam was coming by towards us, and then there was Bryce right there. who is a kid in my who was a friend of mine in my grade, and who was also part of the advanced food production class. So nice. Although I find it odd that out of all the projects I've done in advanced food production, I was never paired up with Bryce at all. But he did help me out with something in our senior year. He was one of the photographers for the school, and thankfully he was a photographer that was able to take my senior pictures. So I thank Bryce for that. I thank you so much for doing that for me, Bryce. So at least we got to work on something. So much whispering. Alright, the left and right indicators are not showing, so I have to click on the footage on File Explorer to try to load it up. There we go. Yeah, the video footage here wasn't like really good. Wasn't like really good because there were not many students in the hallways, and there wasn't like any that was close to us besides Wesker that was coming in and like getting like papers from the guidance counselor for something. So yeah. So Westcott may not be Westcott is probably not a very good editor. I'm not trying to knock on him or anything, but I guess that's the reason he didn't sign up for advanced food production class, because it was just more of a hobby towards him or something like that. And oh boy, the bug is in my keyboard. Let me see if I can switch that with and play at the same time. There. He's supporting class, man.
These hallways are chaos.
These hallways are chaos indeed. Let's see. Alright, the bug's still moving in my keyboard, but I'm not talking about like a computer bug or anything. I'm talking about an actual bug that's in my keyboard. I squished it, but it's still moving. It's still not dead. Okay. Thanks to the color keyboard I have, I can actually be able to attract like bugs towards it. So. Oh wait, I got it. I didn't mean to like make that loud of a noise or whatnot, but I was trying to kill the bug. Anyways. Alright, now we get to see the full coverage behind like the behind the scenes footage I filmed, because I just wanted to have some fun and just like mess around a little bit.
What? Let's go. Come on. Liam, what do you...
Actually, I don't know if Brady was actually congested that time. I mean, he made it sound like he is, but I don't know if he was actually sick. So yeah.
Doing? Peyton, let's go. Yeah.
What, dude? Yeah, I just did that because I thought that Liam was suspicious that I was filming when actually I was, but I was trying to make it seem like that I was getting annoyed by him trying to check it. So yeah.
Okay.
So sorry, Liam. I was trying to deny it, even though it was actually there. But yeah, like, yeah, there you have it, right there. Oh boy, the bug is stuck in my keyboard. I did kill it, but it's stuck there now. I'm gonna have to find a way that I could be able to try to get it out. But now's not the time to focus on that right now. Now's the time to be able to focus on talking to you guys about this.
Yeah, we'll go over to this corner over here, and I want an establishing introduction.
Establishing introduction. Yeah.
Oh, set up the tripod. Set up the tripod right here. Right here. Look at these chaotic hallways. Come on. Get this up.
Yeah, they wanted me to get the camera onto the tripod, even though it was gonna take like about a minute to do.
Oh, Spencer, come on. Put it in.
I'm trying. God sakes.
Put it in the other way.
That's my face. I think we were trying to figure out trying to be able to put the camera onto the tripod, because it was a weird way that we like inserted it, but it allowed the camera to be just stay on it so it wouldn't like fall off or whatever. So yeah.
Spencer, we're missing the chaos.
Oh no.
One of our hands covered it. I don't know if that was my hand or Brady's hand, but yeah, because of that we missed the chaos here. At least this small chaos. This small chaos. Wait, what did he say though?
It's too late.
It's too late. Because someone covered the camera.
Oh my god, what have you done?
Plus, it's not even leveled yet.
Hang on.
I'm soft.
It's okay. Hang on.
There we go.
Okay, now that's my hand, because how I would know? Well, it's because I have more on my left hand, and I see the more I do.
Brady Willis, I have a question for you.
What's your question, sir?
I have measles.
Is that a question, sir?
Yep, it's definitely not a question.
Well, Mr. Chance,
Yeah, what's your question?
just really, yeah. I can only imagine what Spencer's saying.
Oh my god.
Chaos, come on! Hurry!
Now, because we saw it's a chaos, which is a gym class, you can probably be able to see the struggle we tried to get closer to him, that we can actually film closer towards him.
Come on! Chaos! Let's go! Hurry! Press record! Just press record! It's on record!
Yeah, I tried to tell you, Brady, that it was actually recording, so I didn't have to press anything at all.
Chaos! Look at this chaos! Stop right here! Chaos! Chaos in the hallways. There's no room to move. They're all herding in like cattle. There's Jack Breeze.
I'm sorry, guys, for pausing it. Okay. I think oh boy, it's down to now, which is good, because, yeah.
He's sanctioning this chaos. Now there's room, but earlier, as you clearly saw, it's yeah. You can.
I want to say still the leveling.
Is it still recording? If it is, stop it. Yeah, stop it.
All right there. Yeah, we got the full footage, and plus, I finally got the bug out of my keyboard. It's on my desk now, which I'll deal with it later. Now it's not gonna be bothered to me anymore, hopefully.
Okay, Brett.
I gotta go.
No, Brett.
I gotta go.
Brett.
Sorry. Brett, how do you feel about the hallways? Brett, how do you feel about the chaos in the hallways? Brett.
It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Brett had to go do something, but we urged him to try to give out even a quick answer that would be good enough for an interview.
Okay. Take that back.
Look at me.
You can stop recording.
You know, look at me be all bouncy with the camera.
Against you.
No comment at this time.
God, he does. We have a Kevin Spacey here. Is it level? There should be more. Shouldn't be more. Press record.
It's recording.
I think we got the last of them, but...
If there's one thing I know about chaos.
Okay.
Good job, Kay, on noticing that there's chaos.
Come on, let's go.
Well, looks like it's our time to bring the camera over to see if we could ask Mr. Young on if we can interview him, which he did say yes, so yeah.
If there's one of them, there's at least 30 others. At least.
Like an ant?
Yes.
All right, let's go interview Mr. Young.
Time for this? Like, it actually has to be between classes.
I know. Well, we could do it in the morning if someone runs and grabs a camera.
Yeah, good point, Brady. It's a way to get congestion in the hallways before class starts. So, like, if anyone's willing to, wake up very early and be able to try to get to school in time. So, yeah. And by the way, when I got my license and when I was able to finally get a parking permit to be able to park at the school's parking lot, you have no idea how much, like, the congestion doesn't apply to just the hallways. The congestion also applies to the parking lot. You have no idea how hard it was to try to get out of the parking lot because there's several amounts of students that was trying to get out, and with the way that the parking lot was structured. It's not just out of the parking lot when school ends. It's in the parking lot when students, like, within the last 30 minutes before class starts, that the students are basically, like, making a traffic jam and trying to figure out where they should park.
I hope it's not recording, Spencer.
What do you think?
Shouldn't be.
Well, Jordan, you Brady, it was recording.
What? I'm just clear. Oh, okay. We'll go around.
So yeah, what I wanted to tell you is that congestion doesn't apply to just the hallways; it applies to the parking lot. Unfortunately, you would have to get close to the front doors. You want to be the first one to get out of there immediately. Which, that was my strategy, of course. Whenever our class ends, near the front of the school, that was my strategy: to just run and get out of the school as fast as I could.
See, chaos, traffic jams.
Traffic jams, indeed.
Mr. Young, do you mind answering a couple interview questions about these rampant hallways? Chaos?
Thankfully here, I did see this as extra B-roll footage that we didn't intend to film, so I used some of this B-roll footage in my edit of the Congestion in the Hallways ABS News support.
How do you feel about the chaos in the hallways that happens?
What is the chaos? What do you define as
The jumbling, just the mass bodies of...
the critical mass of people?
Yeah.
How do I feel about it?
Yeah. Yeah. And then, do you have any ideas on how to fix it?
Probably for solutions.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? Are you okay, or do you need a moment?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
How should the position be?
I think we need to raise this really quick.
Are you shooting up?
Hang on, yeah, we need to raise this really quick.
Setting up the tripod.
Legs up. Mr. Young is quite the tall fellow.
Yep, he is quite tall.
Yeah, your technical crew. I'm the star of the show here.
Aren't you always?
My
And,
pay grade's higher than interview. Okay. You ready?
My quote on saying "Aren't you always?" Yeah, Brady's such a good actor that he's become an icon upon our production groups here. That whenever we get paired up with a group with him, he's always on top of his game in terms of being the cameraman or whenever he's acting. He's on top of his game. He's basically the star of our classes here. So yeah.
Let's get a good shot.
All right. The next one right here.
Okay.
We're now interviewing Mr. Young. See if I can get to see the full interview of Mr. Young on his opinions on congestion in the hallways.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Brady Willis here with Philip Young. Philip, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. Mr. Young, how do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways after every block?
There's a lot of it. It's thick with students. Sometimes it's hard to navigate. It's hard to move through the sea of people.
All right. And do you have any solutions or ideas on how to decongest these hallways?
Seems to me the only thing we could do is widen the hallways or shrink the students. I think there's just too many of them. So aside from those two approaches, I'm not sure what else we could do.
You heard it here first, folks. Mr. Young wants to cut down the student population. Yeah.
I want to say that would be the best logical explanation to do is to just basically set a limit on how many students can attend the school, and seeing what others and possibly saying to some of the other students just go somewhere else. That may be harsh, but if you don't want to deal with this many students, then you might as well just make a max limit on how many students can attend the school and whatnot.
Let's go.
All right, now we interview the teacher's name here for social studies is actually Mr. Krisky. So now that it's gonna be said here, I'm gonna say it myself.
I'm here with Brad Klitsky. Mr. Klitsky, how do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways after each block?
It gets pretty crowded. It actually seems to be a little dangerous with how many kids are in the hallways right now.
All right, and do you have any ideas on how to decongest these hallways?
We could have fewer students. That would help. I like the idea of getting rid of our lockers, since nobody uses them anyway, and we can widen our hallways a little bit that way. Maybe take some of them, convert them into seating areas and stuff like that, where you could have a little bench there, maybe with some charging stations underneath them, so you could charge your devices while you're sitting there. That's about all I got.
Are you referring, when you say seating areas, to those people that randomly stop in the hallway and chatter?
Yeah, we call them freshmen. They like to just stop in the middle of the hallways or right by bubblers, at the top of stairwells, things like that. So,
And are these freshmen a reoccurring event?
yeah, they seem to come around every year. It's amazing how that works out around here.
You heard it here first, folks. Freshmen are rampant in this school.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, when I was watching back in this interview, this thought just came to mind just right now. You might call me crazy here, but do you notice that this guy actually kind of looks like Trey Parker, one of the co-creators of South Park? This guy kind of actually looks like Trey Parker. You might call me crazy here, but it just, I don't know, the face and sort of like the similar hairstyle just makes me think that he looks like, looks like Trey Parker. You might call me crazy here. I may be wrong, but this is what I thought just now.
All right. I'm
Back here.
speaking quietly because we don't want them to hear us. Here's the problem right here. Look at them walking. Do you see the congestion? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Turn the camera to the left. Turn the camera to the left. Congestion. So much chaos in this school. I'm Brady Willis with ABS News.
ABS News. Alright, here's us preparing to do the skit where they block off Brady.
Okay, when I snap my fingers, you do it, okay? Alright, you ready? You ready to get shot? One. Alright, I'm Brady Willis here, and as you can see, these stairs are quite the spot for congestion. If I could have my extras get into place, okay? Well, you see, they just got a bit congested there. But, hey. If you watch me, imagine I am a normal student, so to speak, at this Kimberly High School, and I'm trying to get to my class, and these kids here are speaking in the hallway. I can't get past. It's ridiculous, and this congestion is such a rampant problem in this school. And so is talking over people. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Oh my God, Peyton.
The congestion is rampant. Okay, that's good. That was good. That was good. I like that. You stopped recording? No.
Right. Here's a clip where Liam sips wine to the beer fridge and ruins it.
This lighting is the best I have come across.
Thanks for stepping right into the B-roll footage, Liam. Jesus.
You're still in it.
Okay, that's good. 3, 2, 1.
And here's a skit where Kane and Peyton knock into each other and knocks Kane down to the floor.
Perfect.
Perfect. Braces.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that interaction, sir?
It hurt.
It hurt.
You heard it here first, folks. It hurts.
Alright, this next clip we find an interview our history teacher who is named Mrs. Rosses, which of course I would say here because Brady says so. And for some reason she idolizes Brady not just because he was a student in one of her classes, but yeah, she just idolizes Brady that much. So yeah.
Go. Okay, I'm here with Jane Vosters. And Mrs. Vosters, how do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways after each block?
It drives me nuts. People are so slow, and they walk in a clump of people, and you have to try to weasel your way around them, and they don't move. And then when you ask them to move politely, they stare at you like a bunch of cows going, "You want me to move? I'm standing here." And it makes me angry because I'm a fast walker, and these people are slow, and they need to get moving. Angry.
All right, and do you have any ideas on how to fix this problem?
Walkways in the hallways. People going this way, walk here, people walking that way. I should be allowed to just break up whatever clump I find, and people should have to keep moving at all times, not just stand there in the middle of the hallway.
You heard it here first, folks. Jane Vosters wants to be a queen who can do whatever she wants.
Basically, yes. And after our interview with Mrs. Vosters, we of course caught the social studies class taking a break, going to the bathroom or filling up the water bottles here. So we took this as an opportunity to interview some of the students.
Would any of you like to participate in an interview? Anybody?
What is this for?
How do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways after each block?
I didn't really notice any chaos.
You don't notice the masses of people walking to their classes?
Oh, it's really annoying when someone like stands in the middle and then like I'm walking and then like I have to move around them and they're just like standing there.
Do you have any ideas on how to fix this problem?
Make everyone know which side to walk on.
Thank you. Sir. How do you feel about the chaos that happens in the hallways?
I don't know, it's annoying.
Yeah, do you have any ideas on how to fix it?
Not really.
You heard it here first. Jesse is not that smart. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, apparently Jesse is a friend and Brady knows, but because Jesse didn't really have any solution on like how to fix the problem of congestion, Brady goes on to say that Jesse is not that smart. You could consider an insult or whatnot. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was kind of a little comical when I showed this to some people that saying that it was Brady saying that Jesse is not that smart, apparently. So yeah.
Ooh.
All right, we go into more skits here, of course. So yeah.
1, go. Okay, I'm here in a spot which could just as perfectly be used for a bench as it is for a random doorway that causes nothing but congestion. I'm Brady Willis, ABS News.
So, yeah. Yeah. We made the sketch here where we could offer a solution to put some benches there, to be able to eliminate that doorway over there. And, like, if we move some, I guess we could also put some benches there as well. So, yeah. And some people footage here.
So how's everyone's day?
And Brady just going
Pretty
around.
good. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's get here.
This hallway right here and staircase is another instance of a terrible congestion problem. For instance, if this route was blocked, then these poor students would have nowhere to go but this dark corner over here, where if there was a fire, they could get trapped and burned. Okay, let's go. Alright. To the upstairs.
I like the fact that Kane actually stepped on Liam right there. That's a joke. But, it's what I could have done out of annoyance for, like, what he did there. Oh, yeah, in this next shot, I don't know why Kane didn't use this in here, but this could apply to also congestion because, yeah.
While we were on our walk to find more congested sites, we found this random backpack right here by this door that could cause even further congestion to the community. I don't think this problem will be solved as easily as all those teachers made it to be.
Yeah, for some reason we found a random backpack in the hallways, which I don't know who left it there. I don't know if it was a random backpack or someone actually left it there while they went to go do something. I don't know who would actually do that, but yeah, if you see like random stuff out into the hallways, that could also possibly add up to congestion because it's blocking the way of students that's trying to use that lane for whatever reason. So yeah. Of course, you get more people footage. Apparently, some students just sitting out there for whatever reason. So yeah.
Okay, that's enough. Now get a shot.
There's a teacher there.
It's fine.
All right.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, and now he was a footage that nobody wanted to use, well except Cam because he didn't even know what he and Liam was doing. But actually, I don't think I actually recorded this shot. I think what was happening was that Brady did press record, but I think it was because he thought it was recording already, and then so he pressed it to stop it. When actually he actually made this recording happen. He actually made this recording happen. Either I didn't know it, or I did. I just went along with it for whatever reason. So yeah.
Bench boys.
Hopefully this is gonna be a good time for me to try to respond to someone on Tumblr. So.
shot.
You know?
Okay.
When the halls are getting bad, right outside the library.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. All right.
Congestion. You could put a bench here. No, do that. For a bench.
So you know you can just do the tripod.
I don't know what else you want me to do.
Well, you could just travel with it easier.
I thought you wanted me to travel with his legs out.
Nope. Hang on. Come this way. I know another teacher. I know another teacher.
Let's interview Mr. Shack.
No. Close out.
Let's interview Oprah. Yeah. And Walt.
And then Taylor Fashion. I'm sorry. That is...
Yeah, said it right. I'm Wait, it's recording.
I didn't press record, he did.
It's his fault.
Yeah, Kaden notices it. Like, and I was trying to say Brady would press record. Here, because he actually did, but Kaden says it was my fault. Apparently so, because I didn't do anything to stop it. And here's the final footage from the first day of filming when we actually interviewed the guidance counselors. Now,
In the hallways when I'm
now the problem that I have here is that I don't think anyone told me to press record, so I did it at a late point where it unfortunately cut off the beginning of her talking. And hold on, guys, I'm gonna have to edit this video because I'm getting a call from my mom. So hold on a moment, guys. Well, that was something. My mom just called me to tell me what dinner was for tonight. Anyways, so yeah, unfortunately, I started recording at a late time because nobody's told me to stop recording right away. So unfortunately, it cut off the beginning of her interview in a way. So there was nothing else we could do about it except like find a starting point to her suggestions on how to eliminate congestion. And fun fact, relating to my mom, this woman actually knows my mom personally. I think she stopped into a work at some point and just, that's how she was able to have a good, friendship with my mom. So she was able to know me like a little bit more than any other students. So that was pretty nice. So yeah.
in the hallways when I'm up in the commons sometimes when I'm going up to the main office, I'll see the congestion. And students do not get out of the way. So students need to be aware of the people around them and watch where they're going, too. That helps. And the congestion in the hallways over here in the doorways, the students need to know which door to go through at the right time. I think you go through the right and exit through the left, and you'll be okay, and that will help congestion in the hallways. Okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. That's all I know about congestion. But when you guys are in the...
Oh yeah, I didn't stop recording here because I felt that it was kind of pointless to try to stop recording between between the 30 seconds that we had between her interview and then her interview right there. So that it was a little bit pointless, but at least you'll be able to find points of this shot where you're gonna cut stuff out and be able to get straight to the next interview and stuff like that.
Everybody's on their phones and they're looking down and they're not walking.
Oh, that's good. I'll talk about that.
Good stuff.
I'll talk about that.
Okay, are you recording?
Just go.
Okay, how do you feel about the chaos in the hallways?
I feel that there's a lot of congestion in the hallway, yes, but I think a point was brought up that if students would not have their faces down in their phones, they might be aware of where they're walking and where they're looking, and that might also help with students maybe not bumping into one another. I think that would also help too.
All right, thank you. Well, there's one thing I also want to question, because Mr. Klitsky brought up the point that there's these things called freshmen that appear to show up every year that stand in the hallway at random points. How do you feel about those?
I was not aware of that, so I guess I don't have an opinion about it.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we decided to also ask her about Mr. Klitsky's opinion on freshmen that's happened to be rampant. But she doesn't have an opinion about it because she wasn't aware that it became a problem. Anyways, here's day 2 of the footage here. Not much to go off of day 1 here, but it was basically more B-roll footage that we got of the students just you know, going through the hallways. Since it's just video footage of people walking, I'm just gonna skim through this for you to see if there's any interesting stuff here. Oh wait, did we just
Here we go.
Oh yeah, this possibly took place like before class started, like before, like I wasn't the one that actually did this, but thanks to Kaden for, you know, getting the equipment and just getting footage of students walking through the hallways. I could imagine that even some of them are tired because it is early morning after all. You have to wake up early just to get to the first class. And even some of them have bags, which could create somewhat of an obstacle when dealing with congestion in the hallways if they're holding bags. And I'm not referring to the bag, but when they're actually holding bags in their hands. So yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, Kaden also moved to
Wait, like a kid.
That must have been homework for Wade to have, or not Wade. That must have been homework for Kaden to have to go to just move to camera 1 to try to get closer to the congestion in the hallways. Wait, that's not much, so... Oh boy, the indicator's not there.
Hi, Peyton.
Oh yeah, we were getting close to we were getting close to the point where first period was about to begin, so I think some of us also joined Kaden and trying to be able to get the shots, or maybe I was a cameraman. I'm not exactly sure, but some of us did join Kaden and like trying to get the shots here. So me, Brady, Liam, Kaden, and I think Peyton was still there with us. Was able to get the shots here. So yeah.
Look at that.
And right when class was about to start, we have some teachers and one of them, which was one of my social studies teachers in my freshman year, is basically blocking the hallway.
Look at that man over there blocking the hallway.
He's right in the middle.
Oh my god.
No, we're not.
I was just here.
No, we're actually the group sitting in the corner that's
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have to like fade it out.
I don't remember what this village was.
It's just always cool.
Oh, I could tell that I wasn't the cameraman because you could see me right back there, and yeah.
I know.
I've never seen there looking at me like.
Do you know what my final grades are?
Then
A, B, C.
Closing up on Mike, this one of our friends that was part of the class as well. Unfortunately and ironically, I never got to work on a project with him either. So we actually did talk to each other at a couple of times. Mike has this habit of dyeing his hair to be of various colors. I think because he can do whatever he wants with it. And plus, his hair is not black, which would make it hard for him to have to dye his hair. But yeah, at the beginning of the semester, he showed up with blue hair, and then later on he dyed his hair to be brown, and then he dyed his hair to be blonde, and then at the end of the class, his hair is black. So, yeah, he had the habit of dyeing his hair at various times. And since I grew an interest into wanting to dye my own hair, I decided to talk to him, and he gave me some advice on what products of hair color to get in order to dye my hair. I actually still have the notepad document on my phone, where he typed it down for me, and I was thankful that he was able to do so because it allowed me to be able to dye my hair blonde. And at one point, I even dyed my hair light blue when I was closing out my senior year, so that was nice. I wish I could dye my hair again. I gotta find a time on when it's necessary to do so.
It's not.
So getting more people footage of the hallways, even though they were empty. And just random conversations in the background. It's like one person just filling up his water bottle. I think it was I think it was one of my teachers from my previous year, so most likely. He must have been like, what the heck's going on? Peyton, really? What an interesting way to try to be able to convert the shot from a low shot to a high shot. Even though it wasn't very good.
It's not about chaos.
Yeah, way to be able to get several amounts of B-roll footage right here. I find it impressive that one of us was able to even hold the camera to be up that high, like on the top of the lockers. And I don't remember how this shot came to be. Either I pressed record on it or one of us did, but was this an intended shot of us just roaming through the hallways? I'm not sure.
No.
And then we have a shot of Kaden and Sean just walking through. I think they, Sean wasn't in our group, but I don't know why he was with Kaden that time.
Nice.
Too much equipment for 45 seconds of video.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe. Alright, over here we filmed us just walking up the stairs to indicate congestion, and there's me with the black Nike shirts I used to have. Although, like, we had to redo it because I wasn't close to my fellow crewmates.
Need more kids. One more time.
How close should I be behind you?
So in this shot, I was actually now in the middle, like near the front. So there we go. It looks more congested, and Peyton decides to walk backwards apparently.
What you doing here?
We're gonna waste film.
And we actually did get an interview with like a fellow student. The group that was doing swearing just got interviews with various other students in the green screen room while I was in a dark setting. And at the same time, we went to see what they were doing. They finished their interview with this student. We decided to also interview the student to get their opinions on congestion.
Sir, are you aware of the chaos that goes on in the hallways after each and every block?
What chaos? Like everyone walking around?
Yes, the mass bodies of people moving to their classrooms.
I've walked through the hallways.
Would you say that this is a major problem?
It's kind of annoying that everyone's in the hallways at once.
Have you seen anyone trampled in the last year?
No.
That's good to hear. Do you have any solutions for this problem?
I don't know, 1 minute, like, one class gets out, or like one group of classes gets out a minute earlier, one gets out a minute later, so it's not so much in the hallways.
Riveting. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I used this interview of mine, but I realized that the others didn't use this interview because the person was too quiet. I mean, Brady raised his microphone closer to his mouth, but even still, he was too quiet to even speak. So, I don't know what that was going on there. And like the next several footage here is basically Brady doing his commentary while we just set the camera down because apparently they didn't know how to use audio programs back then, especially when the computer had Adobe Audition. But yet again, I don't think it was necessary to have to use Audition in an environment where you're around several other students. So, yeah, I can't really blame them.
We went down to meet with Jane Vosters, an activist against these...
Yeah, it's just Brady doing commentary for this APS News Report.
We talked to Philip Young, a technician at Kimberly High School. We talked to Brad Klitsky, a social studies department teacher at Kimberly High School, and asked him on his opinions. We went down to see Jane Vosters, an avid protester of the congestion in the hallways. We found a few willing participants to get interviewed on our quest of congestion. Kimberly High School, one of the Fox Valley area's greatest schools, has a major problem: congestion in the hallways after each class. Chaos occurs as students scramble to reach their classrooms. Many options have been proposed, but which one is the correct one, and will this problem ever be solved?
Yeah, which one, guys? It's up to you to decide which solution is the best solution. And also, because the audio commentary is like this, what we had to do in editing is that we had to place it into like a separate like video track, and then not show this video track so that it can be able to act like it's audio. So yeah. Here's some more video footage on when people are gonna go to the next period. More video footage of people going up and down the stairs to try to get to the next classes. Mostly it's just going down, it looks like. Yeah, this is a month to go off of. We got someone going upstairs, so that's good. Yeah, people just looking at us, like just leaving awkward glares at us and just seeing like what the hell is going on. Now we have more people that's going up and down the stairs like this different angle. Oh boy. Looks like someone's actually congested. What happened? Alright. And I believe I wasn't killing for this because I had to get to my next class, but Gaiden was homeschooled, of course. And I think Brady didn't really have any class going on in the second period or something. I'm not sure. So they took the free time to be able to go around and try to get congestion. What did Caden say here?
We've been down this hall like multiple times. Let's go down a different hall.
I like the mic, bro. But it doesn't actually work right now.
Yeah, they were just going around trying to be able to see like if they could get congestion. I don't even know this track out as well because I wasn't the one that actually walked with them on this shot particularly. Yeah, just because I worked on the project with them doesn't mean that I know every single shot right here known to mankind.
Be like, hey, how's it going?
Now you feel just doing the stress being on camera. We don't actually need you.
You don't need me?
No, we're just filming transition shots. Okay. So we need to walk in here with the mic.
We're just walking around pretty much.
Goodbye, Mr.
How do you feel about that? I'm just kidding.
How did you feel about Philip in the interview?
If I had as much as free time as Caden or Brady, I would have loved to be able to ship more of this with them.
Do it.
Thank you, sir.
Good job, Brady.
Did you get that on camera?
I did.
Yeah, he got on camera.
I nominate Brady.
Wait, what was that?
I nominate Brady for, something.
Brady Willis, best student in the world.
Award. I nominate Brady Willis for the best student in the world award.
Thank you. Walk down this hallway. And then we'll loop around the library.
It's just still recording, so.
Yeah, good.
Interview them.
Mr. Trump.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Donald
Mr. Trump, there's no comment. This mine. Mr. Stalin. How do you feel? It's supposed to be a thumbs up.
This is all irrelevant and unnecessary. Just what we're looking for.
Exactly. We only need B-roll footage. How do you feel about being a photographer?
I feel like I just took a video of him taking pictures of me.
Videoception. No, filmception.
Uh-huh.
There's loud ringing coming from that television. We're about to go inside.
We're about to go inside.
Ready. Oh, sorry.
Okay, that should be good.
Okay.
Alright, now we head on over to the final photo here, which is basically the ending footage, which unfortunately I did not take part in this because I wasn't aware they were doing this. I was kind of too busy like editing the video myself to even care, even though I should have, but it was basically Brady and Kaden messing around with the microphone and then getting ending shots to try to get like a massive rampage to end the video off. So first off, we have them messing around.
I got a little bit of blues. You can't rap as dope as me, cause you ain't got soap like I do.
I missed the first part. Start over.
No. Okay, you ready?
This is Brady messing around trying to rap.
As you can clearly see, these corners in these hallways are very dangerous, giving no room to look around, which might cause accidents like this one.
Whoa! Kaden, what are you doing?
Same exact
Oh no, I skipped. There we go.
The rap. Let's film a rap video right here, Kaden. I'm Brady Willis with ABS News. You ain't got a clue, son, what I gotta lose. You don't even know what I'm gonna spit at you, cause you gotta lose. You got no news.
You got no news.
Same exact question.
Yeah, this could pretty much show it like the rest of us is editing, and then Kaden is just doing nothing, like nothing productive. There was me and Liam right there. That was about to edit our videos. And then, of course, the teacher just on the phone. So, yeah. We just got like that random instance. Alright, now here's the point where Brady and Kim are about to prepare for the massive rampage when the next period is about to... When this current period is about to end and when the next period is about to begin.
This is gonna be a good spot right here.
Although the microphone was off, they weren't aware of that.
Okay.
I don't even know if Kaden even had headphones on.
Whew, just right there. That's fine. Okay. You can go through. Is it recording?
No, he probably did, because in the next shot, the
I'm Brady
microphone is
Willis.
on.
Several interviews later and one sweatshirt change later, we have finally concluded our story.
Yeah, microphone's not on, Brady. We don't even know
Brady
what
Willis,
saying.
ABS News. Okay, can you hear me now?
And it's still not on. But
Is it
don't
on?
worry, the next shot, the
Kaden,
microphone
hurry.
is on.
Okay.
Such as this one.
Several interviews and one sweatshirt change later, this story is finally wrapping up. We are right now 1 minute away from passing period. I am scared. Here it is, folks. This is dangerous. We'll never know if this problem will be solved. It's quite the conundrum. These mass bodies of people moving. It's quite scary. I think I'm getting drifted away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not fun. Ladies and gentlemen, help me. Help me. Help. Okay, thank you, Mr. Tall Person. Is that good?
Thank you, Mr. Tall Person. And then the final two shots here is basically Brady King roaming around, just checking out the chaos that's happening out here in the
Just follow
hallways.
me. We'll never know if this problem will be solved. Okay? There's a lot of people in these hallways. A lot of stories. A lot of different people. A lot of chaos. I'm Brady Willis with ABS News. And there's not enough chaos for me to be swept away.
Alright, and here's the final one to end off on.
Brady Willis here with ABS News. Follow me. We have the live scoop. Follow me. Go right through the middle of the people. Excuse me. Pardon me. News crew coming through. Do you pick that up on the camera? Excuse me. Right here. News crew coming through. Excuse me. Live top story. This is important. A lot more important than you. Let's go. Excuse me. Chaos. Jack. This way.
Jack, how do you feel about the chaos in the hallways?
What chaos? Dude, chaos blows. I hate the hallways, Brady. I hate the hallways.
Thank you. Follow me.
Well, it shows that someone doesn't like chaos.
Okay. You getting this? These are good shots. Good shots.
Good shots for sure. So that was the end of all of the wall footage that we have here. But that's not to say that this video isn't going to end up without showing you guys a meme. Apparently when we were editing this, Liam showed me a snippet of what he was doing because of the weird instances of the things that Brady said. He created a meme that has become synonymous here in terms of congestion. He labeled it hurt. You'll see why. And I'm finally going to show the meme to you all in this video. So take a look.
Congestion.
Oh wait, it wasn't playing at the beginning for me, so here we go.
Congestion.
Again.
Congestion.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see here.
Congestion. Congestion. Backpack. Congestion. It hurt. Chaos. Congestion. It hurt. Congestion. It hurt.
Now you see what I mean by keep it hurt in mind? It's because of this meme right here that Liam has made. Definitely go subscribe to Liam. His channel is in the description down below, and subscribe to Kane as well for me showing his videos. But he's also a good friend, so subscribe to him to check out when he's gonna upload next. So yeah, this is a It Hurt meme. It became synonymous. I saved this up so much because this was a very good meme. I even found a way to be able to show it to the class when we were showing our issue videos throughout the rest of the classmates. And this meme became so synonymous, at least with me, that I tried to make a ripoff meme called Really. Now what that is I shown the meme up to a Brace's Congestion, and then it ends with Kane says it hurt various times. But I replaced the lines with Brace said backpack with Trotsy saying Really, because he did a rant video 2 years ago when I first met him, where he was ranting about how fan voice actors can actually be like professional voice actors as well. Like that's why we all want to be professional voice actors. And then there was a point where fans or like toxic fans would complain that he wasn't showing his face, so he did show it. Well, Rev says Really, and so I kind of altered his voice. It sounds altered, but I had to slow down the pace of it so that it could actually, so that his Really would actually match with Brady's mouth movements. Yeah, that was kind of a ripoff meme that I made, so can't be bothered to show that. But yeah, that was basically the congestion in the hallways video as part of the school issues. I'm pretty sure a lot of schools are like this, but if it is, let me know. And I finally get to show you guys the synonymous It Hurt meme. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for for today's episode on congestion in the hallways. If you definitely liked this episode, then feel free to give it a like and subscribe for more if you want to be to see more episodes such as this one. Next time, I'm finally gonna get someone up at the time that I'm recording this to be talking with me and offering his opinions on his experiences with this video and whatnot. So that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you next time for another episode of the Developable Commentary series. Thanks for watching.